Hey guys, welcome to my 2018 BMW F90 M5 review. This beautiful black M5 behind me was delivered to me by BMW UK this morning, and I've got it for 5 days. I'm taking it to the Nurburgring 24-hour event this weekend, so I'm going to do an extended review on it. I'm going to give you my initial impressions today, and then I'm going to report back at the end of the 5 days to give you more of a sort of lengthy review and a real life sort of user's review of the car. Firstly, I thought we'd just have a quick walk around the car, have a look at the aesthetics. Now, base price for these in the UK is roughly £90,000 on the road. This one's weighing in at £102,000, so that's about 12 grand's worth of options. Most of that consists of the carbon ceramic brake upgrade, which is about £7,500 alone. The rest of it, there's a comfort pack, there's a premium pack. Most importantly, probably to most of us, it's got the sports exhaust. And least importantly to most of us, it's got the £1,100 carbon fibre engine cover. Marketing department, BMW, good one. But it's an exciting car all the same. I've done about 100 miles in it and it's been amazing. We'll jump in, talk more about that soon. Let's just have a quick walk around, look at the aesthetics of it. As you can see, the front end's quite aggressive. It's not much more aggressive than, say, a regular 5 Series G30 M Sport, but it is more aggressive, and all of these ducts are real ducts, and there's a lot more radiators stuffed in behind them, obviously to cool down that incredible 4.4 litre twin turbo V8, which produces about 600 brake horsepower in this thing. Again, we'll talk more about that soon. As you walk along the side of the car, what you notice, and what I hadn't noticed until I picked this up this morning, was unlike all the regular G30 5 Series, it doesn't have the air curtains down here, which the new 5 and 7 Series have got. So actually it doesn't look too different or too dissimilar to the F10 M5, which I actually happen to have behind me. So looking at them side by side, I do believe that the older F10 M5 is a more resolved and rounded shape. But where you do notice the step up, and I mean it's a big step up, is once you climb inside the interior, where the new one is just night and day above the older F10. It really is like stepping into the future. Stunning, it feels very special, and it feels, most importantly, a big step up from the standard G30 5 Series. I guess the next thing to do is get in it and drive it. Welcome to France! Woohoo! Right then guys, we've just arrived in Germany and we're on a de-restricted autobahn at the moment, but as you can see, lots of traffic, and this is really typical of a lot of the autobahns in Germany. So a lot of, especially us British people, come over here getting all excited about the sort of the unrestrictedness of, you know, the German roads, but reality is if you come anytime during daylight hours, most of the time you're stuck in traffic. We are hoping to top out the M5. We think it's restricted to about 270 k's an hour indicated, so hopefully we'll at least get to experience that, but even better, let's hope it isn't restricted and we can see sort of over 300 k's now. That would be great, but in this traffic we'll be lucky to see over 100 k's an hour. So it's opened up a bit now. We've got 3 lanes of the autobahn, which is a bit better, but there's some sketchy drivers. There's a lot of Belgian drivers still here that just veer out and pull out. They're not used to cars approaching so fast. When you're on the autobahn, you've really got to look a long way ahead because you're closing on cars and trucks sometimes over 100 miles an hour. So it's like closing on a stationary object doing 100 miles an hour. And when you think about it like that, it's quite a scary thought because you do have to pull up a lot of speed. But this car feels amazing. I've actually changed the suspension, so I've got everything in Sport Plus, but the suspension to Comfort, because it actually gives the ride, it's much better ride. It's a bit of a bumpy autobahn. So let's just go now. So I've got 200 k's, 210, 220. Getting a bit bumpy here, not sure what that person's doing, but come through here. As you can see, the traffic's just a bit thick. I've got my headlights on so people will see me coming. I'll probably get 250 down here. I don't know what he's doing though, because he's still veering out. It's not the right conditions to try and get 300 kilometers an hour, that's for sure. As you can see now, I'm cruising, but I'm still approaching that truck on the right there at silly speeds. Like, it really is, it takes a lot of focus and a lot of skill to drive fast on the autobahn, especially when it's busy, and it's not a great idea to try and break any speed records. But it's opening up a bit now. We just got another, here we go, so revving right out. So that's about 260. I don't know what this guy in the Volkswagen's doing. Keep it. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable going any faster than that because I just don't know what other people are doing. That's a good start. So we've had a bit of a frustrating attempt at trying to get some high-speed stuff because of traffic and roadworks, etc, etc. We luckily, 5 kilometers from our turn-off, had one clear stretch where, you know, it was safe to put your foot down for more than about 5 seconds, and it was good. But unfortunately there's definitely a limiter on here. It seemed to be about a soft limiter around 260, and then I think I saw about 270, but I was focusing on the road more than the head-up display. The car was amazing, but I mean, when it hit the limiter, it hit it hard. Like, there's no doubting this is a 200 mile an hour plus car. I mean, it's savage, and it settles down and feels good the faster you go. So it's an incredible piece of kit, and I'm glad that we hit the limiter. Cheers. So how much more performance does this xDrive add to the M5? Well, coming out of corners like this, I can just floor it and it just goes, and that's nearly 600 horsepower. going straight to the tarmac. The car just propels. It's unbelievable. Really, really unbelievable. And out of tighter stuff like this, first gear,